Welcome to this overview of how to apply for accommodation at NMSU through the DAS AIM online application system. This tutorial will provide a demonstration on how to access and submit the application, information on what is needed for the process, and an overview on what to expect after submission. To apply for accommodations at NMSU, all students will submit the application available on the DAS website. To begin, you will need to click on the New Student Application icon on the right-hand side of the page. You will only click on the current DAS student login icon if and when your application for accommodations is approved. After clicking the New Student Application icon, you will be taken directly to the application. To ensure ease of access, DAS utilizes a simple two-step application process, beginning with filling out the application and then submitting necessary supporting documentation. The application is used for the entire NMSU system, so please be sure to indicate which campus you are attending. Options are NMSU Las Cruces, Doñana Community College, NMSU Alamogordo, and the NMSU Grants Campus. You'll start by including basic student personal information such as your name, student ID number, and date of birth, and any important affiliations such as early college, dual credit, student athletes, and veterans. The lower half of the page is where you will input necessary information about your qualifying disability or impairment. This section allows for you to make multiple entries if needed. You'll need to indicate whether your condition has been diagnosed as permanent or temporary, describe the issues that you are experiencing in your classes, housing, or other campus settings that may require accommodation, and finally, indicate what reasonable accommodations you are requesting in order to perform essential academic functions as a student. Once you have submitted all necessary information, you'll need to read through the important information at the bottom and click Submit Application. After submitting, you should see a green check mark indication on the page along with the message that your application was submitted. A confirmation will also be sent to your email address, providing you with a link that can be used to upload documentation, or you can always submit it at the same time that you apply. If you choose to do so at the time of application, simply select a title for your file and choose the file to upload. Once you've selected the file, click the Upload Documentation link. If you do not have the documentation available at the same time that you submit your application, click Upload Documentation later. If you do not have documentation, please visit the DAS website and download a copy of the verification form that can be filled out by your licensed provider. Once your provider is finished, please upload the form using the included instructions in this video. If you do upload the documentation at the time of application, you will see the page refresh along with an indicator that the documentation was submitted to DAS and receive a confirmation email as well. Once you have successfully submitted the application and documentation, a DAS staff member will reach out to you so that we can schedule an intake interview. During this interactive meeting, we will review your application and documentation and discuss any previous history of accommodations that you have received, some of the differences between secondary and post-secondary education that you may encounter, the impact of the barriers that you are experiencing or anticipate experiencing, and what accommodations and resources might be beneficial to you. If you have any questions, please reach out to DAS for assistance. You can also view additional tutorials and guidance at the NMSU DAS website.